Utah is using propaganda and geometry to trick the public about the Great Salt Lake. Hi, I'm Joe from Utah Rivers Council, and this is Liquid Courage, a no bull series about water in Utah. Today, we're talking about Utah's plan to mislead the public about the future of the Great Salt Lake. In 2022, the Great Salt Lake hit a record low water level of 4,189 feet above sea level after decades of decline. This triggered months of embarrassing media scrutiny of Utah's failures, and state leaders have been striving to avoid a repeat of this criticism ever since. But since Utah has also refused to regulate upstream water waste, the Great Salt Lake has continued to decline. To avoid hitting a new record low level that will garner more embarrassing media attention for Utah, the water lobbyists have devised a sneaky strategy. Since lake elevation drives media criticism, Utah is trying to avoid scrutiny by shrinking the lake, pushing the water into a smaller volume, but keeping the elevation above the record low of 4189 as long as possible. They'll do this by first drying up the north arm, then by constructing new dikes, authorized by a law passed a few years ago, which our organization opposed. If this is the Great Salt Lake of the past, this is the Great Salt Lake of the future. By shrinking the lake this way, instead of reducing upstream water waste, Utah hopes to get away with letting the lake disappear. We can't let that happen. We need to hold Utah accountable for restoring the lake to 1,600 square miles. That's why we joined the Waterkeeper Alliance and formed the Great Salt Lake Waterkeeper. Visit our new website, greatsaltlakewaterkeeper.org, to learn more. See you next time.